Hello everyone, welcome back to Mimosa FM Plays. If you're new to the channel, welcome in. If you've been watching for a while, welcome back. Today we're going to get a little fancy with it. We're going to make a house. We're going to make a mansion. An estate. For Sylveon and the girls. Using these antique blocks. Dyed them pink. Here we are building the frame of the house. Making mistakes along the way. We keep them in because we're not perfect. So we're going for 2 stories here. And as you can see, I was doing some experimenting here with trying not to make a completely boxy house. Which is why we have that little roof here. We'll clean that up later on. We're building a house for Sylveon, Minccino, and Cinccino. Very pink, very white. So something I've noticed as I'm building these houses, as you've probably seen houses in general, symmetry is very important when it comes to windows and placement of windows and other accessories that you see in houses. I wanted to try and replicate that here in my builds. And if you've seen some of my other builds, you'll know that I try to stay away from the boxy look. So to break up some of the corners here, I threw in some of these pillars. And Machop is really trying to test my liability insurance by just jumping off the second story there. As we kind of go through some of the boxiness of this house, we're going to clean up some of the carpet that we're laying down, some of the corners here to make room for furniture and all that, lighting fixtures. We're going to try and hide some electrical boxes here, some wireless transmitters. We'll revisit that here in a sec. I decided to go with the flat roof, just because I got tired of building angled roofs. I actually think it looks kind of nice here. So we'll add on to our pillars up top. And then we'll extend that roof out a little bit here so we have a nice deck with a great view of the sea. More on that later. So now that I've got the frame of the house built, I like to go back in and then add the windows here. So as mentioned before, symmetry is very important. And I believe my first pass at these windows, they don't line up with the first floor. So I'm going to go back in and fix those. I just like a nice, clean look across both stories here. As you can see how they extend out like that. Just make the overall design of the house look nice, and we'll fill in the rest of the frame here with the windows. A lot of windows in this house. We're going to have a lot of natural light coming in. We'll fix more of the windows here. Line everything up nice and neat. Let's not make the same mistakes twice here. So I've got more plans for this estate here. But this initial build, we're just going to make sure that we have a good home for Sylveon. Put some of those banners up, and we're going to start to move in our residents. This one took me a couple of tries to kind of figure out. Go back in and make sure that the color scheme is in order here. We have our first resident. Cinccino is now moved in. Let's go back and get Minccino here. Looking good there. Alright, now let's plan out Sylveon's upstairs bedroom here. Again, keeping with our theme of pink and white. All the cute stuff. Now we gotta power this thing. I think I added that air conditioner. I think by the end of the build, I had some time to think about it. And I think I've removed it. So don't worry about that too much. And then my favorite lighting fixtures in the game here. I was really trying to make some of these smaller storage boxes work as well. But one of those limitations of the game is just that you can only have so much on the wall. I think most of the time those storage boxes ended up getting in the way. So I think I removed those as well. Get some mushrooms from Magby real quick. And then we're going to move Sylveon in. We're not quite done decorating. I just wanted to get Sylveon moved in so I could make room for the next Eeveelution that I'm inviting in. I took some of these small relics and framed them, and hung them up around the house. Find the ones that were following my color scheme here. We're going to work on our deck here. Not a fan of where I placed the carpet. We'll take care of that here in a sec. And we'll get some mugs and a plate so we can eat our salad and watch the sunset. There's Machop again. Really trying to test me with this, these insurance claims here. Dude just can't take a hint. But we're gonna go and fill the side of the house with some alternating hedges here. The purple's there, as I think it really pops against the pink. Get that nice and clean. Rowlet's gonna help make the flowers grow here as we finish up putting the house together, getting everything in order. Everything is cute in this house. We'll have nothing but the best for Sylveon, Minccino, and Cinccino here. Lay down some carpet, some rugs, the doily thing, doily rug. Get a CD player so Sylveon can hype it up. And then we'll just put some of these wallflower decorations here around the side. And I think that about wraps it up. So we'll take a look at the finished products here. So thank you all so much for watching. and hanging out while I built this estate for Sylveon, Minccino, and Cinccino. If you like what you saw and want to support the channel, feel free to drop a like, subscribe, comment if you want. All the music is mine, and you can find links to the music here in the description as well. But yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Enjoy the view, and have a great day.